What if I told you there's a Photoshop alternative that's completely free, works right in your browser, and looks almost the same? Just head over to Google, search for Photopea, and open this online photo editor. Once it loads, you'll see a few options: New Project, Open from Computer, Templates, Generate with AI, and more. The cool part is, you can even save your projects in different formats like PSD, AI, XD, Figma, Sketch, and more. So there are a lot of options we'll explore as we go along. For now, let's start with the Generate with AI feature, because honestly, that's what most people are excited about. Once you click on it, you'll see a box where you can type your prompt. Let's try something fun. A cute kitty with its best friend, a German Shepherd, both wearing goggles. Hit Generate, wait a few seconds, and boom, it's created. Pretty cool, right? Now let's refine it a bit. I'll add both smiling on a blue background. Click Generate again, and there you go. A beautifully created image ready. Now let's move ahead and create our own poster from scratch. Close this current project, then go to the File menu and click on New to start a fresh document. You will see different categories of options available such as social, print, photo, screen, and mobile. Because we are working on something for social media, let's go to the social category and choose Instaportrait, then click on Create, and it will immediately generate a frame for us to work on. Before we begin designing, let me explain a few very useful shortcuts in Photopea that will make navigation easier. If you hold down the spacebar and drag with your mouse, you will activate the hand tool, which lets you move the canvas around freely. If you want to zoom in and out, just hold down the Alt key and use the scroll wheel on your mouse to smoothly zoom in or out on the canvas. If you hold down the Control key and scroll your mouse wheel, the canvas will pan or move from side to side, which is also very handy while working on larger designs. Perfect. Now that we know these shortcuts, let's actually place something inside our project. For that, go to File and select Open in Place, because this option lets us directly place an image onto the canvas. I already have some pictures downloaded, so let's choose this PNG file and open it. And once it appears on our canvas, we can adjust its size and position to fit nicely within the Instaportrait frame. Remove the lock from the background layer so that we can edit it. If I press Ctrl plus backspace, the background color will fill the layer. And if I press Alt plus backspace, the foreground color will fill the layer. Let's go to File, Open in Place, and select the Burger PNG. Once it's placed here, if we hold the Shift key while resizing, it scales freely. But if we don't hold Shift, it keeps the original proportions, so the dimensions stay intact. Let's position it nicely and rotate it a bit so it looks good. Now we'll add text. Select the Type tool, T, and write your text here. Let's give it a color, increase the size, and pick a suitable font. All these options are available on the top bar, so it won't be difficult for you to adjust them. Okay, now let's quickly add some text by choosing any font that you like. If you want to open more type options in Photopea, look toward the right side of the workspace where you will see a panel with a T icon. Once you click on that, it will open the character panel, and here you'll notice that the options are very similar to what we see in Photoshop as well. From this panel, you can adjust a lot of things like making your text all caps, applying italics, adjusting spacing, and more. You can also change the font family from here and select whichever style you prefer for your design. Let's go ahead and pick this particular font. So if you remember back in Photoshop, whenever we used to double-click on a layer, it would open up the Layer Style panel, and the same thing works here in Photopea as well. Just double-click on this text layer, and you will see the Layer Style options appear, giving you multiple effects to work with. Let's start by enabling stroke and applying a nice bold stroke to our text, and you can also increase the size of it to make the stroke stand out more. Now let's explore the 3D option from within the Layer Style window. Here you can adjust values like distance and shrink to create more depth and dimension in your text. Perfect. That's already looking interesting. Now let's go back and make a few adjustments to the stroke color to give it a nicer look. And while we're at it, we'll increase the stroke size a little more to add emphasis. Great. Now let's create another text element for our design. Select the Type tool, click on the canvas, and type in the new text. For this one, let's give it a slightly different style by picking a more flowing, joined kind of font. I think this font works really well, and we can make it bold to give it a stronger presence. Let's also choose a nice color of our choice for this text, and then adjust its alignment so it sits perfectly in our layout. Once again, double-click on this text layer to bring up the layer style options, add a stroke with a good-looking color that matches the design, and then apply the 3D effect here as well. You can play around with the 3D settings until you find something that looks good, and this way, both of our text elements will have a polished and stylish look. For this text layer, we will also apply a contour effect, so open the Layer Style panel, enable Contour, and increase the range value to make the effect more visible. You can see how nicely this enhances the text and gives it a professional finish. Let's also apply the same contour effect to the bigger text so that both text elements look consistent and polished. Perfect. Once everything looks good, press OK to confirm. And now you can see how beautifully we have managed to design a poster so far. Next, let's add some additional design elements by using the Custom Shape tool. To access it, go to the toolbar on the left side, look for the rectangle tool icon, click and hold on it, and from the expanded options, select Custom Shape. With this tool, you can easily draw different vector shapes on your canvas. Let's draw one here and fill it with a white color for now. If you don't want any fill color inside, you can simply remove the fill and instead apply a stroke. Let's give the stroke a nice white color, which will stand out well on the background. Once the shape is placed, you can also enable the transform controls to adjust it. This allows you to scale it up or down, resize it however you want, or even rotate it to match your design. This makes it very flexible and easy to position exactly where you need it in your poster. If you want to duplicate this shape, simply select its layer in the Layers panel and press Ctrl+J on your keyboard, which will create an exact copy of the shape. Now take this duplicated layer, rotate it slightly to give it a different angle, and move it over to the right side of the canvas to balance the composition. Perfect. Now let's explore some more shapes to add variety to our poster. Go back to the Custom Shape tool, and once you open the shape options, you'll notice that Photopea provides a large collection of built-in shapes to choose from. Scroll through the list until you find the arrow shapes. You'll see that there are plenty of different styles available. Let's select one of these arrow shapes so we can add it into our poster and use it as a design element that points attention toward our text or main subject. Let's go ahead and select this arrow shape, and once it's selected, draw it on the canvas. For this one, let's give it a different fill color, maybe a nice yellowish mustard tone to make it stand out. Now let's add the same arrow in a couple of other places on the poster so it creates balance in the design. After placing them, select all of these arrow layers together and make them a little bigger so they're more visible. To make the design cleaner, let's change their fill to white and adjust the stroke size by decreasing it to around 1, which gives the arrows a simple yet neat look. Perfect. That looks good enough. And you can clearly see how beautifully we have been able to design this entire poster right here in Photopea. without needing Photoshop and without downloading anything else. You've also seen how many built-in options Photopea provides and how much we can achieve with it just through these tools and adjustments. Now that our poster is ready, let's save it. To do this, go to the File menu, and you'll notice that Photopea gives you multiple saving options. You can save your project as a PSD file, which is very useful if you want to keep all your layers intact and come back later to edit it again. But if you want to save it as a final image, then go to the Export As option, where you'll find formats like PNG and many others. From here, I'm going to choose JPEG, click on it, and then increase the quality to 100% so we get the best possible result. After that, just hit Save, and our image will be downloaded. That's how simple and easy it is to create and export a professional-looking poster in Photopea. I really hope this video was helpful for you. And I also hope that this time I was able to bring something new and completely free that you can use without needing Photoshop. If you found this tutorial useful, please make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and let me know if you'd like to see more tutorials on this amazing app, Photopea. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Ace Designs for more creative content.